Hi, it's Zoe and Joe here today, and we want to talk to you today about accreditation amongst the coaching industry and sharing with you specifically the difference between what it is to have an accredited course, a coaching course that's accredited, and what it is to be an accredited coach. Now, we know many of you that we speak to are already coaches, and you may have some knowledge around this, but also there's a big population of people that we speak to who aren't yet coaches but are really intrigued and interested, but probably a little bit overwhelmed at trying to make sense of the coaching industry, because we know when you're starting out it can be really confusing not knowing how to choose a coaching course, whether you're going to make the right investment decisions. So we want to provide some more information to help you to work through some of that. So we're going to start by talking about course accreditation in the context of the coaching industry, which is actually an unregulated industry. So over to you, Joe.
Yeah, so when Zoe's talking about coaching being unregulated, she's talking about the fact that anybody can call themselves a coach. So you'll probably see on lots of different platforms people talking about them being coaches. And when you look at their profiles, they may not have even a coaching qualification. But if you are interested in becoming a world-class ethical coach, you're going to choose a coaching training provider whose programs are accredited. There are three main coaching bodies in the UK. There's the European Mentoring and Coaching Council, the ICF, and the Association for Coaching. And a coaching training program may be accredited with one of those. So that would be great because it means that the quality and the content of the program meets a coaching body's standards. So our coaching programs, for example, are accredited with the European Mentoring and Coaching Council, and we have a program that is accredited at senior practitioner level. The other option for accreditation would be university accreditation, or, for example, the Institute of Leadership and Management. The ILM, the Institute of Leadership and Management, are well known within the business community. So if your organisation is looking to fund your continued professional development, that would be something that would probably mean something to them. So our programs are accredited by both the Institute of Leadership and Management and the EMCC, the European Mentoring and Coaching Council. So that's the course itself.
Yeah, and just to build on that, there are also courses that you'll find which will be called something like a diploma in coaching or a certificate in coaching. Now, if they are not a recognised qualification, so achieved through a university or through a body like the Institute of Leadership and Management, who are registered on the National Qualification Framework, those qualifications, they won't be actual diplomas or certificates. So those names, if you like, are saved for those bodies which are found on the qualification framework. So you'll find that if it's accredited to a university and, as we said, to the ILM. So just be aware of that, because there's lots of sort of 2-day programs where they say you'll get a certificate, but that might be a certificate as issued by their company and not an actual qualification. So if you're looking for a high-level qualification that is recognised, our advice to you is to look for something that is accredited by a coaching body or by a university or the ILM. That's where you'll get your quality assurance from. So that's course accreditation. You may have also heard of coach accreditation. Now, this is something that is different altogether. Now, coach accreditation comes post qualification. So what that means is you'll do your course first, you'll get your qualification, and you'll have a recognized qualification to your name. And then you would have a look at the coaching bodies to think about which you choose to align to. Now, I know many of you watching this will be from HR backgrounds. Some of you will be from change. So you have your own professional bodies, such as the CIPD, which is the Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development. And what you know from that is you start at associate and you move through the levels and you can become a fellow of the CIPD. And I know it's different for each industry. The coaching industry is similar again. So there's a foundation with the EMCC, for example, there's a foundation level, a practitioner, and a senior practitioner and a master practitioner. Now, Joe and I are now master practitioner coaches. So we've gone through years of experience gaining our coaching hours, accumulating hours of supervision, investing in our CPD, so doing continued professional development. And all of that counts towards your coach accreditation. So you'll go on a course, you'll get your coaching hours, and then you'll need a certain amount of supervision hours and also a certain amount of coaching clients and coaching hours and continued professional development. When you meet the criteria, and each of the 3 bodies of accreditation is different, you can then apply for your coach accreditation. If you've done a course which is accredited by one of the coaching bodies, it makes it quicker and easier to get your coach accreditation, because they'll recognize the learning that you have done as part of your studies. So for example, if you come on our ILM level 3s, we offer the full suite. We offer a level 3, a level 5 and a level 7. You can start to look at the foundation level of EMCC. That's what that's accredited to. If you come on our senior practitioner course, where you'll go away and you'll do 72 hours of coaching practice as well as your assignments, you'll be able to apply already for the foundation level at the end of that. And as you gain your supervision and your CPD and the coaching hours, you can walk up the ladders up to that senior practitioner level. So there's a little bit more complicated, but there is a clear distinction between course accreditation and coach accreditation. And there's plenty of coaches out there that aren't accredited by a body. And that's fine. It's very much personal choice as to whether you go down that route or not. Joe and I practiced for years without getting our accreditations, just because it is a very lengthy process to go through. But more and more we are seeing businesses, organizations, even individuals looking for the quality mark, something that distinguishes you as a coach in the market. And so we encourage all of coaches starting out today and also current coaches to have a look at accrediting themselves.
Yeah, and so you need to do an application form and go through an application process to get your individual coach accreditation. If you want to operate as an associate coach of another organisation when you're starting out, for example, as Zoe said, it will be one of their criteria. So they'll want to know, who have you trained with? Was it an accredited coaching course? And if so, who with? And then, are you an accredited coach? They know if you're an accredited coach with one of the coaching bodies that you will have undertaken a certain number of paid coaching hours, you'll have your supervision, you'll have invested in your continuous professional development. So it's a quality mark, and that's important. Now, not everybody wants to get accredited as a coach. So we also have people who train with us as coaches that are working in-house as leaders, and they're not looking to pursue a profession as a coach. So accreditation is not as relevant if you are working in-house. So it does depend on your individual circumstances, but it's great to see that the coaching profession does have a level of quality marking about it, and that will grow and grow. As Zoe said, it didn't used to be 10 years ago when we started out. Very little was known about the coaching world, and accreditation wasn't so important. People didn't know to ask for it. Now they do, and we can support you through our courses to get the to get your individual accreditation, because you will be fast-tracked with the EMCC, which is who our courses are accredited with, to get your accreditation. And we are also qualified supervisors, so we can help you with that part of it too. So course accreditation first, making sure that who you train with, that course is accredited with a coaching body and maybe another body. And then secondly, once you've completed that, you'll then look at your individual accreditation with a coaching membership body.
Yeah.
So 2-step process.
And hopefully that just clears some of that up for you, because we know it can be really confusing. So yeah, there we go. If you want to find out more about our coaching qualifications, you can do so by contacting myself or Joe via LinkedIn. You can also find us at www.igcompany.co.uk, where we have information about a suite of our programs there. Something for everybody, from total beginners who are interested in just dipping their toe in the water. We've got a self-guided learning program, right through to people who are really interested in becoming a freelance coach and setting themselves up independently. And as Joe alluded to, they're also in-house people. So come and take a look.